I'm back at Erska River picking up more supplies to unblock more roads with at the northern Aegis site. I'm using the Voron 8E with a 6-slot trailer, and I'm going to deliver 2 metal beams and 2 wooden planks. I have the Fleetstar with a large semi-fuel carrier. I already filled up this Caterpillar tank with it, but I'm going to refuel it from another tank on the other side of this bridge up here. I'm just going to park up here and we're going to convoy in. The Fleetstar F2070A. Oh, that was hard. Time to hook up and hammer. I know I took one of these 6-slot trailers with a ZiKZ 605R and I had no trouble at all with it, but it's a taller truck. I'm probably going to have some difficulty with this one. These trailers are easy to get snagged on everything. I just didn't want to drive through treacherous terrain overloaded with a 5-slot when I can use a 6-slot and have extra fuel. 64 extra gallons at least, plus 550 repair points. I'm going to stop and refill this tanker I'm hauling. That tank's dry now. I'll have to take it back to the trailer store. This is slippery even with chains. The trailer's ain't on the concrete. Well, I can't back up until I move that Fleetstar. But 6-slot trailers can be rough if you have a short truck. I don't think bumping it's gonna move it. That 6-slot's gonna have a hard time right here. fuel tank made this look smooth. I should try going around the back side of this pole. I'm gonna cut some of this out. You can see by my tire tracks I tried going over the top, but it got hung. Now I'm turning it around and trying to go down. Nothing to winch to. It was almost hung up again. I believe we can reach a pole this time. I'm gonna have to detach this trailer and get a different angle. This truck is too short to pull this kind of trailer. I may have found the way. Now we're moving. This old Fleetstar is tough, but it's fully upgraded, of course. I'm going to lead with this truck because the weight of that fuel will keep pulling that trailer if it tries to get snagged. Once you get this giant fuel trailer moving, the weight of that fluid is going to be hard to slow down. And when that trailer gets snagged, it just yanks it right on through. Unless it were to hit something solid. In that case, it would either bounce or it would stop everything in its tracks, which in real life would just snap the winch cable, but on here, it's not going to snap. Whoa now, I'm going to go one at a time across this. I don't care a lot about these bridges with a hole in the middle. It must be snagged on a rock or two. It snagged pretty good on something. That was tough. Hopefully the worst part is behind us. This truck looks tiny with that enormous fuel tank on its back. it's sliding all over the road. I'm just going to leave that Voron here and I'll grab it after I get this one through. I pretty much had to lead with this truck because if you're towing it, it doesn't have differential lock or all-wheel drive. It doesn't make it a bad truck, it just means I have to lead with it. If you're going to tow one, it's best to have one that has permanent differential locks. I mean, you don't have to do it that way, but that's the best case scenario. I'm going to cut out the travel time for the Voron, and I'm just going to continue after I'm already hooked up to it. I just brought it the same way I brought this one. Playing that pop music now. We're not stopping for any fuel. We're about to go do some crazy Baja jumps. This beautiful section of asphalt road can be misleading sometimes. My first trip down this hill, I rolled end over end. Isn't that a crazy road? I gotta take these trucks one at a time through this. This giant tank looks like it might be hard to get through here, but I'm sure that trailer is gonna be harder. That 6-lot trailer is gonna get hung on everything because of that short truck I'm pulling it with. It's always hard to take this turn because of that tree. I thought I was going to have to use the winch to get around that. If this tank flips off, it's going to roll me to the bottom. And that's some deep mud down there. It's also a long way to the bottom. Slow and steady. Let's grab a tree. This is really a rough trip. It's going to be twice as bad to get that 6-slot cargo trailer around this. I needed that extra 64 gallons of fuel and 550 repair points. I'm taking this down at the same place I took the ZiKZ 605R on the last episode, if you watched it. You gotta winch through these limbs because they're quite strong. Now we're getting some traction. This is extremely deep snow. The ZiKZ 605R came through here a lot faster. could crawl over those rocks, but I'm not trying it. This is rough, but it beats getting hung in the rocks. I'm just gonna bring the other truck off camera. That was a quick trip, but no, not really. It took twice as long as bringing that fuel tank. I had to use every tree I came across to fit to. This truck is just too short to pull this type of a trailer. I'm gonna look at the map. It's showtime. And we're immediately hung up in dead trees. I'm gonna speed up this part because it's gonna have a lot of winching in it. You gotta keep tapping the winch and tapping the throttle to break all these dead trees. And trust me, there are a lot of them. I just had to get one wheel up on the ledge and it was no longer stuck. Sometimes these dead trees can be hard to break. It's a lot harder to come through with a 6 slot than it is with that fuel tank, but I'm still cutting the travel time out for it. Okay, I'm bringing that other truck off camera. It would make the video too long if you recorded everything, but at least I am bringing the camera along with me, whichever truck is in the lead. Whoa, we have a runaway truck. It's a glitch. I had to change trucks to stop it. I've never seen that happen before. It would have driven away if I would have let it. It's way after dark. I'm gonna change the time. That's much better. I don't much like driving in the dark. I'm gonna grab the Voron AA and pull it on down to the corner. That's about as far as I can pull it. I'm bringing the other truck off camera. This trip is much too long to record it twice. That's why I'm only gonna record the truck that's in the lead. I didn't mean to shove it into high gear. It's amazing how this truck went through there with the other truck pushing, plus the momentum of that tank. The front end is hopping. I'm just gonna drop the Voron right here. Same as last time, I'm going to bring the Voron off camera. The only reason I showed what I did on those slabs is because If you don't know which way to go, you're going to spend hours messing around with those. And I thought it would be a good idea to show the path that I use. The rest of it's just straightforward, a bunch of winching. Northern Aegis installation. Let's get these supplies out to the roadblocks. This is a rough section. I'm surprised the trailer don't get hung up here. This spot isn't much better. You can't squeeze through there in high gear. We're gonna have to hook a winch. We may have brought too small of a truck. The bottom of the trailer getting hung on the asphalt. This truck is too short. I'm gonna have to grab another truck and get some beams off of this. I've got to go find a suitable place to turn around. My trailer's hung on a pole. I'll leave my trailer right here. We'll go get that one load of metal beams off of the trailer, come back and hook to this trailer, and take those two down to the next roadblock, because that's what it requires. It's going to take the rest of that stuff on that trailer for the next roadblock on the road that the trailer is on. But I'll have to go hook to that trailer with the ZiKZ 605R because that other truck ain't tall enough. I gotta jump over there and unpack that cargo. Okay, let's grab a load of metal beams. That's all we need for this roadblock. This one and the one that's in our sideboard trailer. I gotta get this machine turned around. You don't really notice how long this truck is until you go to turn it around. It's quite long. There are some giant boulders in this road and they're camouflaged by the snow. Okay, let's grab this truck. Okay, we got everything we need. Let's go get it in. Making the wheels hot. We'd better go around this track. That's about all we can do with high gear. That bowl in the road looks like it could be a tire shredder. Yeah, we're going around that. You would have a hard time getting a long trailer around this. This is it right over here. Rockslide. It's just one thing on top of another. Literally, another rockslide. I know the area here is pretty wild and all, but moving like this, it'll take us weeks to get through. We want to move on. We have to clear the road. Task completed. Rockslide. The road is clear. Glad I can count on you. I'm gonna grab that trailer with the ZiKZ. I cut out all the travel time. Now we have 2 of these 6-slot trailers on this map. There's probably no garage on this map, but look at all the roads opened up. Definitely not easy to open these roads up. You gotta bring everything from another map, and it's not easy to get here. There's my other 6-slot trailer. That's where I was at with this thing whenever I finished that last bridge. Oh my goodness, this is slick. We still have cargo left on this trailer. Two loads of metal beams for whatever we might need it for. This is extremely slippery. Goodness, we're beating it up. Gotta gear it down. It's getting dark. I'm gonna change the time. Okay, let's get this in. It was hard to get this 6-slot here with the Voron AE, but this truck does good with it. That's where we're taking it to. Fallen Bridge. Yes, the roads here are pretty beat up. And the bridge, if we want to have free access to the substation, we have to fix it. And somehow, I think you're the right person for the job. Task completed. Fallen Bridge. Great. Now we can work with the substation. Here's your reward.